gotta be an idiot to bet on that parlay.
It's DTF or bust.
Put it on my mama's porch tomorrow. Welcome back to Hold My Bev Podcast. I'm your host, Brandon Park. It's been a long time, but we're back. And why else wouldn't we be back if Dylan Fields was not here? Dylan, how's it going?
Good. Back from vacation. We just recorded Star Wars Saturday yesterday. We're back on the grind today. Feeling good. It was good to get away for a week, but I'm glad to be back. And we had a lot of sports the last week. NBA playoffs started. Some big signings happened in NFL free agency. Baseball is in full swing. Get it? Huh?
Masters finished as well.
Yep. John Rahm won me some money. So
yeah, he did. Congrats on that. Small little win.
Yep.
Yeah, we're all done with the play-in though. Well, we get to skip that today because who really enjoys the play-in that much? Other than
Patrick
the
Beverley.
NBA, other than the NBA sponsors.
Mm-hmm.
Patrick Beverley doesn't appreciate it when he gets sent home though.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, we have a lot to talk about. One that happened today though that I want to, get the bear out of the room. Funny enough, wrong NFC team. Jalen Hurts signed an extension today that made him the highest paid NFL player in the history of the NFL. Only guaranteeing 179 million though. Do you think Deshaun kind of set that cap though?
Still an outlier currently. What I'm more concerned about is if this is putting more pressure on Lamar. I think Lamar is doing the Patrick Beverley meme, holding the camera up to the Ravens organization saying, look what this could, be.
Yeah.
But I just saw today that it said that he was reportedly offered 200 million. And now I don't know,
Well, see, like that report's been going around a lot, but he straight up
yeah,
denied it. He
yeah,
straight up denied it. So I don't think he would lie about that either,
no.
especially him being represented by himself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really curious how this is all going to pan out, especially with his new target that he got. I'm going to go and skip to that one here momentarily. But do the Ravens have more pressure on them, or is this just all on Lamar at this point?
I think the Ravens gave him a deal. He felt he was worth more. I think that this is on Lamar at this point because they did put an offer on the table for what they believe he's valued at, and he thinks he's valued at more. So, and he's obviously looking around the league saying, well, if Deshaun Watson, who missed a whole season and is likely a pervert, can get that much money, and if Jalen Hurts, who hasn't won an MVP but went to the Super Bowl, can get the bag, why can't a former MVP get that bag?
Exactly. And I saw some crazy tweet today, and someone was like, I don't know if I would rather sign Jalen Hurts to that extension or if I would rather trade for Lamar. And I'm like, obviously you would sign Jalen Hurts. You don't have to give up anything other than the
Yeah,
bag.
yeah.
I'd rather give up the bag than, you could use those first round picks.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a no-brainer. I thought that was kind of stupid. But anyways, we'll talk about the Ravens here again actually right now. They actually added Odell Beckham Jr. while we were gone. Were you surprised that he didn't go to the Jets?
No, I think this was the perfect signing for both parties. If Lamar plays, this gives the Ravens a push for a pretty good wide receiver one. I don't think Odell is too old or anything by any means, but you just worry about injury prone, in his past, especially with missing a full season. They put a lot on him. So we'll see if we can stop him easily with our defensive backs, which I think we can. But
Yeah,
no, they said that they met with him the day before the Jets were supposed to. So was this a little impulsive trying to beat the Jets to the deal? Maybe. But the Jets already put a lot in Allen Lazard, like we've mentioned before, and
Still have Garrett Wilson as well.
still Garrett Wilson.
I don't know. I don't know if it was really worth it because I think you already gave Alan Lazard this money. Like, why are you going to pay another receiver when you have Garrett Wilson?
Just to
Like,
satisfy Aaron Rodgers.
you're paying at the end of the day, you're paying 11 million for 4 years for a wide receiver three. Like, that's not worth it. You could spend that money elsewhere.
Yeah.
And Aaron Rodgers hasn't even stepped foot in the building yet. Like, they
Nope.
haven't gotten a deal done. Um, I will say I think the Ravens overpaid for Odell a little bit. Well, quite a bit actually, especially since he didn't get to play all last year. I mean, we know how talented he can be. He showed glimpses of it back in LA with the Rams during their Super
Yeah.
Bowl run. But obviously it's gonna be interesting to see him play. And whether he's gonna be the reason Lamar just decides to tough it out for one more year. Um, I don't know if I would tough it out for one more year because I feel like you just give in at that point. You kind of went through all of this for no reason
Yeah.
because I don't think he's gonna be a Le'Veon Bell situation where he sits out for a season and then he's just not it anymore and then
No,
gets.
but we're kind of in a situation like that too, where we really hope Deshaun's not going to be washed. I mean, we saw glimpses of what he can do, but the full sample wasn't great. So I'm hoping that this year is, I mean, starting today. I think they were reported to practice today, right? Not
They
practice, but
did
right.
off season
Yeah,
camp. Yeah, they did. Um, but with that being said, I mean, like, draft day's coming soon.
next week.
Yes, it is. Draft day is. Even though we don't have a first round pick this year as Browns fans, I'm still pretty pumped for it. Me and you both agree it's one of our favorite days of the year. For TV at least too.
Hmm.
I don't know why I think the draft is so interesting.
I think we'll definitely have to do a mock draft, at least for the first round, next Monday's episode.
Oh yeah, I'm down for that. I'm down for that. We could even do a live mock draft. I think that'd be cool. Just go
Okay.
back and forth. Um, see how that goes. I'll get odds or you get evens, vice versa. Maybe even get another person on the show. It's a big draft guru. No hints. Um, but speaking on that draft, I saw a report today that the Texans are apparently listening on offers at the number 2 overall pick. Um, I don't really know why, unless they're not in love with Stroud or
Hmm.
Young, because Young's now the absolute favorite to go number 1.
Which I still think is crazy. I think Stroud's better at the position.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think he's better by a landslide by any means necessary, though.
Hmm.
I think he has more of an NFL body type than Young does, and I have a little bit of Ohio State bias as
Right.
well. So, I mean, I think the Texans have something good going on in Houston now. It's a lot better than last year.
I mean,
Uh,
there are a lot of good quarterbacks in this draft. So whether they land number one or two with, Stroud or Young, or if they end up with a Richardson, maybe at like the top 10 if they trade down a little bit, or if they end up with Hooker from Tennessee or Max Duggins. I mean, there's still some great quarterbacks that is in this draft. Stetson Bennett is probably going to go undrafted to somebody, and he's probably going to be a good player. Hopefully, he's not another Jake Fromm.
I kind of think he's gonna be a Jake Fromm. I think he's an old man. He's the new Brandon Whedon.
Yeah, we'll see. But I mean, this whole draft, Will Levis, Anthony Richardson, CJ Stroud, Bryce Young, and then the other quarterbacks I just listed. I mean, there are some dogs in this draft. I think if the Texans even fall to like the 15th spot, they could get a really good quarterback still.
Then they could just build up that draft capital. I
Yeah.
mean, their new coach, D'Amico Ryans, he does not really have a lot of pressure on him, especially
No.
being his first. He's a rookie head coach. One of the best defensive coordinators in the league. Um, I'm honestly excited to see how they do.
Me
Um,
too.
I like what they got going there. I love their running back, Damian Pierce. Um, but yeah, I wonder who's going to be calling. I think down in my heart, I think that the Colts are the only ones that really make sense to jump up to number two, unless
Hmm.
it's the Raiders. I could see the Raiders taking a huge gamble, just sending the house for that number two pick. Because I mean, obviously, it's going to take a lot to trade up.
Yeah, but they just got Jimmy G. So if they weren't sold on Jimmy G, they shouldn't have made such a big deal about him coming. And
So yeah, Jimmy G was a big like insurance policy. It's like, okay, if we don't land our guy, he buys us a year or so.
hmm well, it reminds
But
me of the Trey Lance thing. They thought that Trey Lance was their guy. They traded up, they got him, and look what happened there.
yeah, exactly. He's going to be stuck in the same situation as
Yeah.
before. So realistically, I think the Colts is the only one that makes the most sense. But who knows? For all we know, the Falcons could just come out of nowhere and just say, "Fuck it, we want
Hmm.
Stroud." I doubt it though. I want them to ride with Ritter personally.
Yeah, you think?
I want them to. I think he played pretty good in his first game. I mean, nothing crazy, but I say give him a shot. Why not?
Yeah, as they should.
Heineke's there. I mean, he's nothing special, but he's played pretty good in some big games.
Yeah,
He's not like your huge
I
arm
think it's
talent, but he's gonna get the job
it's
done.
it's going to be a good quarterback battle because Heineke has nothing to lose.
Yeah, exactly. He got his bag. He's just there. If he wins the starting job, it's not like he's gonna get cut.
Well, he got what, $20 million?
It was probably around that, I think.
Like
And
we just said, how Odell was overpaid. Like in my opinion, this guy was way overpaid for a backup quarterback.
yeah, but I mean, honestly, in their situation, you kind of want to pay that money for a backup quarterback.
I,
Because think, yeah, I mean, that backup's supposed to be, grooming whoever they have as their young quarterback to
hmm
become like a veteran leadership like right away.
Yeah, that's true.
And they had the money to spend too, especially
Hmm
now that they're off that Matt Ryan contract that basically ate up their like whole half of their roster,
Yeah,
which I'm surprised that Matt Ryan has not retired yet.
that whole situation is weird to me because how? I mean, he's a free agent, isn't he? Because I think
Yeah.
the yeah. So is he legit waiting on a team to pick him up?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's a complete like he's an actual free agent right now. I'm pretty sure he was cut officially. If not, they announced for sure that he's going to be cut. They might be waiting for a certain day, so
hmm
they won't get as big of a cap hit. Is the only thing I'm thinking of. It could be right after the draft or what it may be. But yeah, I'm honestly curious. I doubt anyone picks him up unless he signs on like some cheap deal
Yeah,
or maybe just signs a 1 day contract with the Falcons to retire.
I could very well see that too.
I could see that as well, but I don't know. He was kind of disrespected, or he felt disrespected leaving Atlanta, and that was the whole reason he got traded. I don't know
Yeah,
if you knew that story because he was very upset when they were going after Deshaun Watson.
I I did read that, but I didn't read into it. I just kind of
Oh yeah, he took it as a slap in the face, which I mean, shoot, you played for the Atlanta Falcons for what, 12, 14 years?
yeah.
And then they just replace you and don't even tell you that they're going to. I get it. I get it, but
Well, any player would be mad.
yeah. All I know is Indianapolis definitely has to get this quarterback situation done with because they're turning into the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah. Well, they're wasting their talent with like Jonathan Taylor. I mean, you're only going to have him for so much longer.
Yeah, exactly. In his prime, at least. And that's
Mhm.
why I hope the Browns, start to play good this year
I
and stop
agree.
being mediocre because we're just gonna waste them.
So speaking of the Browns, I did want to bring up something that was announced today. Um, Plans for the rebuilding of the Browns stadium will be announced this week. And as it stands, they say that the Browns will have to play somewhere else for 3 years.
I'm not a fan of that.
So that leads me to the question, where will the Browns just be playing on Sundays? And am I going to keep my season tickets or not?
I mean, I kind of hope they play in Akron.
Yeah, but the Canton Hall of Fame doesn't have a big stadium. Or are you talking about the Zip Stadium? Because even that's not big enough.
I was definitely talking about the Football Hall of Fame,
Yeah, that
but
fits like 15 to 20,000 people. Like the Brown Stadium fits 65 or 60. It only makes sense to play at the Horseshoe because that fits like up to 80 or 100,000 people or something crazy.
I think it's
75,
100,000.
yeah. And that makes the most sense to me. But dude, I'll be honest, I don't want to drive 2 hours every Sunday for a game.
Oh, I don't blame you. I wouldn't want to go to Columbus. I mean, I love the Horseshoe, don't get me wrong,
So do I.
but I wouldn't want to go every week.
Yeah. But I
But
like Ohio State's campus, so it would give me an excuse to go and relive the days where I was down there,
oh
um,
yeah.
going to those college bars.
Yeah, what if they I mean, I don't know if they could pull some partnership with Detroit. I mean, that still would suck, but
I'd love it. I love the dome.
I do love the dome.
Love Ford Field.
Yeah,
It'll
but
end up being somewhere in Ohio, and they're gonna probably have to make it Akron, Kent. Can't be Cleveland State. Um, I mean, there's no big enough. It's just it's gonna be weird.
they're gonna play on the Cavs court, Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse.
I just don't remember other teams doing this. Are they gonna build the stadium in the same spot?
I don't know. I feel like people are making that rumor up about how they're not gonna be able to play at that stadium. I just feel like that can't be right.
I don't know.
There's no way they're gonna be playing elsewhere for 3 years.
It's just a lot.
That is a lot. I mean, shoot, the Vikings didn't even play. They played at University of Minnesota for I think a year or two, maybe at most.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't see them being gone for 3 years though.
Well,
That's
and
just
here's another thing I don't want to happen. I don't want them to share with Cincinnati
no, absolutely not.
because LA Rams and LA Chargers, they are back and forth with their schedule. Imagine if we had to share with Cincinnati.
No, absolutely not.
And I don't think that they will, but they could turn Progressive Field into a football field.
Has enough seating. We could
Mm.
we could be like the Raiders when they played
Well,
in Oakland.
it would be like the old municipal stadium,
Yeah, that too. I
but
didn't even think about that, but
I
yeah.
don't think the Guardians would want to ruin their grass with that.
No. They they actually probably have one of the nicest ballparks in all of baseball, in my opinion. I've been
Yeah.
to a decent amount, and that's honestly probably one of my favorites. And that's not even because we're from Cleveland. I think
Mm-hmm.
it's one of the best well kept stadiums or
Yeah.
ballparks. Ballparks. I can't get that wrong.
Mm-mm.
I remember working there, and they used to correct us on whether it was the ballpark or the stadium. I was told that actually in my interview. They said, "Do not call it a stadium ever again."
The old
I'm like,
ballpark.
I'm like, okay.
What did you mix in your drink now?
So I went ahead and poured myself since we're holding our bet. I have a Woodford Reserve, and then I went ahead and splashed a little bit of just regular Coke in there.
Oh, okay. I was like, there wasn't anything dark in there before.
Yeah, I splashed a little bit of Coke in there. Just give it a little extra flavor.
Speaking of hold my bev, look what showed up today.
Is it your bucket? Oh yeah, there we go. Your high noon bucket. I can't wait for that bar, man.
The
Are you
summer's
gonna
here.
go ahead and build that?
Huh?
Are you gonna build your bar?
Yeah.
That's sick.
Uh, I'm gonna
But yeah,
I'm gonna have some help from some friends, like Mr. Beat.
nice. Does he do woodwork?
He knows how to. He's kind of a jack of all trades.
Oh, nice.
He's kind
He's
of a
sick.
package.
Oh, well, we're pretty much done with football right now. For now. So let's go ahead and talk about some of the NBA playoffs. We got one game in each series down. Right now, the Sixers and Nets are playing their second game, which actually the Nets are up at halftime by 5. Um, but we'll go ahead and start with the first game of the playoffs, which was the Knicks versus Cavaliers, which I attended. And I'm kind of glad we're recording this today because I don't think my voice would have been able to handle 2 podcasts yesterday because I did not have my voice for I would say at least the first half of the day still. I was
Wow.
screaming so loud at that game, but the intensity, oh my God, the playoff intensity, Dylan, is crazy.
Yeah, I remember going to playoff games when LeBron was still here, and those are just some of the best games I've ever been to.
Oh yeah, it was packed. It was crazy. You know, you have New York fans in there. They're going crazy as well.
Spike Lee was
Um,
there.
Spike Lee was there giving peace signs, being a
Mm-hmm.
little bitch. Anyways, can't think of the last time he made a good movie, but hey, can you name one?
No.
I can't name one of his movies, honestly. I know he's had a couple that came out recently, but I'm pretty sure that he got bad ratings.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I don't follow him much.
Yeah.
I
Which,
just
by
know
the
he's a
way, I don't
dude.
know if I mentioned this on the last pod that we did, but if you haven't watched Air yet, go ahead and watch Air. This is not a sponsorship, by the way. I wish it was, but that's movie of the year right now for me.
I still have to go
Absolute
see it.
gem of a movie.
Yeah, I can't wait to go see it.
But anyways, let's go ahead and talk about this game. Cavs ended up losing game one against the Knicks, 101 to 97. Dylan, you watched this whole game, correct?
Sure did.
Yeah, we just didn't come out with the energy.
No.
Like it I'm just like, do these guys know it's the playoffs? We can't bank on Donovan Mitchell having to play hero ball the entire game.
Yeah, and I mean, like I've said before, you can be the hero, but learn how to pass it or be a court general, but you don't always have to chuck up shots or go 1 on 4 to get a foul.
Well, yeah, and also Garland, I mean, he didn't shoot the ball once in the fourth quarter. Didn't shoot it once and finished with 0 assists.
Yeah.
Like he has to show up. He's by far our best like he's our number 2. It's not even a question. We have to hit the boards crazy. Like honestly, I'm glad, and this sucks saying it as a Cavs fan. I'm glad Evan Mobley did not win Defensive Player of the Year this year
Hmm.
because that performance that he put on against Julius Randle was embarrassing.
Shout out Jaren Jackson Jr., who was just
Yeah,
confirmed Defensive Player of the Year.
yeah. You know, he was just getting tossed around. He was just getting tossed around the entire game by Julius Randle. Thank God Julius Randle hit a cold streak because if not, this game would have been even worse.
Yeah, Julius Randle is like a dog. I mean, the
Yeah.
last couple of years, he's really flourished into a superstar.
Well, yeah, it just seems like he just absolutely hit the gym and, he put on some good muscle and he's just a bowling ball out there.
He's what Zion should be.
Yeah, that's literally who Zion should be looking at right now. And Zion's
Mhm.
10 times the talent as Julius Randle. If Zion would just drop the weight, like that's who he should be looking at, not Charles Barkley. Because Charles
Yeah,
Barkley was
yeah,
a lot shorter. He was at least a good 4 or 5 inches shorter than Zion. Which I don't know if you knew that Charles Barkley is only like 6'4" and played power forward.
yeah. I think I knew that.
Yeah, that's pretty absurd, actually. But overall takes from the game, Cavs have to rebound better. We have to bring it game two. We can't go into Madison Square Garden down 2-0. It's just not going to happen.
No.
We got to even up the series tomorrow, or today when you guys are listening to this. And, we have to come out with a win tonight. So hopefully we will.
They play tonight,
It'll be
Tuesday
tonight.
night.
Yeah. Yeah, Tuesday night. Only teams playing tonight is the game that's going on right now between the Nets and 76ers, and then the Warriors Kings, which I'm looking forward to
Yeah,
later
that'll be
on tonight. That first game, we'll get into that here in a little bit. But we got a couple other games. I didn't watch the 76ers and Nets because I'm not really super interested in that game.
no.
The Sixers blew out the Nets by 20. That's pretty expected. Celtics Hawks wasn't interesting whatsoever. Celtics were up by 30 at halftime.
Yeah.
Like, that's another one. I wouldn't be surprised if it was a sweep, if not in 5 at minimum. I think Trae Young could go off for one game. But fun fact I found out is that in Trae Young's, I think they said last 8 playoff games, he's 8 for 49 from shooting threes.
Wow.
8 for 49. That's pretty rough. For
Yeah.
being ice Trae, he's ice cold.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And I thought it was pretty weird that they brought up those trade rumors just out of nowhere. And here they are in the playoffs now.
Mm-hmm.
So Atlanta's kind of a dumpster fire right now.
Yep.
But let's go ahead and move into this Kings and Warriors game 1 game. Did you get to watch any of it at all, or were you
No,
tuned
I
out?
just read about it the next morning and watched the highlights and saw that the Kentucky boys did what Kentucky boys do, and they just balled out, scored for combined 70 points, and
Oh, they were absolute dogs. I made it home just in time from downtown to watch the second half
yeah.
of this game. Absolute dogs. De'Aaron Fox, he deserves to be at least second team All NBA, if not third. Definitely needs to be on a list though. Keegan Murray, he was actually pretty underrated in this game. He was a runner up for Rookie of the Year, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Should have been mentioned a little bit more than he was. Malik Monk played out of his mind off the bench, dropping 30 plus. Sabonis was 16 rebounds, kind of cold from shooting, but I mean, 16 rebounds, that's pretty damn good. He's like, okay, I can't shoot, but everyone else can. Feed them the ball.
Yeah.
Why not? He kind of played that Kevin Love role in the finals.
Just do your role.
Yeah, play your role. Exactly. And you can't ask any more of him from that. But yeah, they came back at halftime. The Warriors were up by around, I want to say like 10 at halftime. And then the Kings just started lighting them on fire. And the Warriors are going to be the Warriors. They started firing back, but it was like the Kings said absolutely hell no to it. Like,
Yeah.
every time the Warriors would fire, the Kings would just fire right back, and it was just basically who was going to miss first. And
Mm-hmm.
then they just ran away with it at that point. Warriors really have struggled on the road too, so not having home court advantage is really hurting them right now.
Yeah, but we'll see what happens when they go to Golden State.
Yeah, and Warriors will have to win both of those for sure.
Yeah, that series could go all 7.
It could. I think it might. I
I
honestly
think
think it might.
I think that series and the Cavs Knicks are the two most even series in this tournament or in this, playoffs.
Yeah, for this round. There's debatably one more, but I still think it's lopsided if certain players play. But yeah, it's by far it's the most interesting for sure. So let's go ahead and move into Sunday's games. Sunday, the Lakers played the Grizzlies and won 128 to 112. Ja Morant apparently is doubtful for game 2. He suffered an injury. I think the
Sunday
Lakers are
felt like the day of injuries.
yeah, everyone was getting hurt. Um, Austin Reeves played amazing. LeBron was like the 4th best player on the Lakers yesterday. So if you can win with LeBron being your 4th best player, that's
Yep.
pretty damn impressive.
That's how I used
Uh,
to like our team because it used to be Kyrie, Kevin Love, J.R. Smith, and then fuck, we still have LeBron on our team. Or
yeah, that's what's nice is he doesn't have to show up in these first rounds.
yeah,
Like that makes it so much easier for him. But granted, I know everyone wants him to have the hard path.
yeah,
That's supposed to be the greatest player of all time. We want to see why he's the greatest player of all time. I get it. But give the man a break. He's 38 years old. And the fact that he can do what he still can do. I want to see how many points he actually finished with. Hachimura actually had a really good game too. He had 29. LeBron had 21 points, 11 rebounds, which is pretty impressive because he wasn't actually getting a lot of rebounds before. But those trades that they made at the deadline are really coming in clutch. D'Angelo Russell, Hachimura, Vanderbilt's very underrated. He's not a big stats guy, but he's gonna do the dirty work for you.
yeah.
He's like a broke man's Draymond Green.
It'd be crazy if they went all the way back to the finals again.
I don't like put it out of the realm.
No.
I think there's better teams. But the one team that I think's better and probably should make the finals, they lost yesterday.
Yeah, I couldn't believe the Suns lost.
Yeah, Suns lost to the Clippers 115 to 110 minus Paul George, who's not probably going to play this whole series.
Hmm.
Um, Westbrook, not the best shooting night, but I mean, he came in when he needed to, you know. Uh, it was all just coaching, though. I don't know. I almost think we're at a point now where Tyronn Lue might be the best coach in the NBA.
Wow.
He might.
That's
I,
bold.
I, it is bold. It is bold. I'm not saying that I 100% believe he is, but he's at least top three. He's a top three coach in the NBA now. I used to kind of hate on him a bit in Cleveland. I'm not gonna lie. I thought LeBron just carried him to that championship, but
Yeah. Toronto.
yeah, he didn't get stepped over by AI this time.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was better than our coach before him.
Oh yeah, David Blatt was awful.
That was a weird.
That, yeah, he was throwing Kay Felder in the starting lineup. Like I forget who Jordan McRae, he would throw in the starting lineup too. I
Yeah,
remember I went to a game when LeBron first came back, and I'm like, what is Jordan McRae doing in the starting lineup?
weird.
Like, I didn't get it. But anyways, yeah, Clippers won. Kawhi had a good game. It's good to see him playing good again because, you know, Kawhi Leonard, he's still interesting to see play. I wasn't sure if he was still the same player or not, honestly.
Yeah, it's like after that finals run with Toronto, he's been awfully quiet.
Yeah, he's had his moments, but he's just been, he's not Mr. Boardman anymore.
Mm-mm. Mr. Fun Guy.
Yeah, Mr. What it do, baby? But yeah, this was the first game that the Suns had lost since with Durant in the lineup at least.
Yeah,
So I know I was just telling you that yesterday, so I feel like I jinxed it, but for the
you
better
sure did.
because I kind of don't want the Suns to win. I don't I don't want them to win.
Yeah.
Um, I thought Chris Paul had his chance, and I'm not a huge Chris Paul fan. Um, I can get into that another day,
How
but
do you feel about Cliff Paul?
all I know is he's like a good neighbor. State Farm is there.
Yankees.
He gives good quotes.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. But let's go ahead and talk into the big. I'll call it the Band-Aid game. Um, so Giannis got hurt in this game. It's between the Bucks and Miami game one, where Miami actually pulled away by 13 points, 130 to 117, took a game in Milwaukee. So that's pretty impressive. But however, they unfortunately lost Tyler Hero, who broke his hand. I couldn't quite tell where he broke his hand um, from the replay, but I mean, landing on your wrist at that kind of speed, I could easily see how you could break your hand.
Right.
But yeah, Jimmy Butler came up clutch, 35 points, um, shooting 15 for 27. Kind of lacked on the free throw line. I was surprised that Bam Adebayo didn't get more rebounds. But Chris Middleton, I mean, he held his own during this whole
Yeah,
game.
he kind of had to.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised looking at this now. I didn't realize he led the team in rebounds. But actually, Kevin Love, out of anyone, played very good yesterday, and he was a big part of why the Miami Heat won.
Well,
He finished with 18 points, 8 rebounds, shot 4 for 7 from three. I mean, I wish he was on Cleveland. I think that's literally what Cleveland needed the other night. Someone that could go and get some rebounds
yeah.
and box out a little bit better than Dean Wade.
You love to see it, but you hate to see it.
Yeah. I like to see
Like,
him
yeah,
doing good, but
when you're looking down the bench at our options, it's slim pickings. Like I know Jetty was the better defender in the in the moment, but Jetty should not have been playing the whole fourth quarter guarding their best shooter, Brunson.
Jetty should not be guarding Brunson in the first place. Like that, I'm sorry, that's just bad coaching by JB. And
I just don't
I like
understand
JB,
why
but
Mitchell wasn't guarding him.
I don't understand either. Mitchell would have sized him up and been better.
See, we
Grant,
played smart in the first half by getting Brunson in foul trouble early. Having 3 fouls quick was huge. I mean, it gave us a chance to, kind of play at our own pace. But that man is going to be a problem. That was one of the best trades of the year, if you ask me.
oh, 1000%.
Probably the best because it's been the most successful trade. The Kyrie
Yeah.
trade was shit. You could say the KD trade, okay, but KD's KD. Nobody expected Jalen Brunson to be as good as he's been.
Yeah, and everyone thought he was overpaid when the Knicks
Hmm.
signed him.
Yeah,
I think the Mavericks, that's what they needed this year. Granted, they needed a lot this year, but
yeah.
also I don't quite understand why Victor Oladipo did not play at all yesterday. It's a coaching decision. I think that's odd that he fell out of the rotation and they played Duncan Robinson over him.
Yeah.
I know Struss has been playing great lately. I mean, we saw him knock down a couple threes yesterday when we were watching it at the bar.
Don't count out
Um,
Miami.
yeah, no, Miami's a scary team. They always are. Those Pat Riley teams, you can't sleep on them.
Hmm.
And then this last game we don't really have to go over. I think this is going to end in a sweep ultimately. Nuggets take down the Timberwolves 109-80. If you're only dropping 80, like I can't respect it. Especially if you're getting
Kyle
blown up by
Anderson
20.
almost getting in another fight.
Yeah. Rudy Gobert just I can't believe they were dumb enough. I knew that was going to be a terrible trade the second it happened. Gave up 5 first-round picks for Rudy Gobert and a ton of assets too.
Yeah.
Like Utah is going to be in a good place here soon. They're going to be in a
Wait.
good place. Um, but yeah, I think the Nuggets could maybe at least move to the conference finals. I kind of hope they at least do that.
They will.
I'm not banking on it though.
They're not going to win. They're not going to go to the finals. The problem is they're very bad at defense.
Yeah, Jokic can't move.
No. I would love to see a team like the Kings make it all the way.
Oh,
Not
I'd love
likely.
it.
Not likely. I really think this year we'll be shocked, but it'll probably be the Suns, Celtics, or by all means, if it's the Lakers, but Lakers, Celtics. I think the Celtics are going for sure, but the West is where it's the Wild West. I don't ever know what team's gonna go.
Yeah, the West is by far the weakest out of the two conferences.
I think it's gonna be an East team this year, whether it's the Celtics or the Cavs. The um Bucks is really determining on if Antetokounmpo is okay.
Mm, yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't count out the Bucks. Heat are a sleeper team. They have a pretty deep team. They just didn't really get it for this season. It was very up and down for them.
Yeah.
Um, but playoff Jimmy's back, so you better be on the watch out for that. Nets still have the lead. They just started the second half, 51-49 over Philly. Um, but other than that, that's all the coverage that we had to recap from this weekend. Um, I've loved these playoffs so far. You know, the first round, it's kind of like what Charles Barkley said. You could sleep through it a little bit.
Yeah.
But, we got our couple good, really good matchups, with the Cavs, Knicks, and then the Warriors and Kings. Um, I think the Lakers and Grizzlies is going to become interesting too. I think it could. If the Grizzlies kick on a gear, but I think the Grizzlies are kind of full of themselves. I've thought that all year.
There's a
So
part of me that thinks the Lakers could sweep them.
I think they will. I think they will.
Yeah.
But anyways, there's one last thing that I wanted to do today. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen right here. And we're gonna go ahead and play a little game called Weedle. But we will do that right when we come back. All right, and we're back. I finally got it figured out how to screen record on this. So Dylan, we're gonna play this game called Weddle. Basically, it's an NFL player guessing game. So we gotta guess the player that it wants us to guess.
Mm-hmm.
Um, just based off, it gives us information on like the position, whether we got the position right, the division right. Um, it's a trend I've seen on TikTok, and I thought it'd be interesting if we went ahead and tried it out a couple of games.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and get into this. Dylan, what's our first player's guess going to be?
It has to be current, right?
Yes.
Mm, Jonathan Taylor.
Let's see what Jonathan Taylor gets us. Where's he at? Oh, he spells it this way. That's right. All right. So we got the position right and the age. But it looks like he's in the NFC because this box would be yellow right here if we got the division right or like partially right.
Okay.
He's taller,
His jersey number is
lower than 28.
all right. Well, he's 24. So he's Jonathan Taylor's age.
Yes.
So it's your turn.
Well, we're just both guessing together. I'm trying to think of who it might be. So it's definitely a running back. He's 24 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Nick Chubb's not 24 years old, right?
No, but he's not in the NFC either.
That's true. Dalvin Cook?
Could have been.
No, but he's taller. Dalvin Cook's short.
Oh.
Um, Lower than 28. I'm glad we got the position down at least.
Could it be Saquon Barkley?
Ooh, it could. But I feel like Saquon's older than. Okay, we got more at least. Okay, so he's in the NFC East. He's taller than 6 foot. Okay, so he's a young buck. Would it be? Would it be Antonio Gibson?
Is he that tall though?
I got it.
Oh,
We got it. Let's go.
all right.
All
Only took 3
right.
tries.
Huh? Yeah, it only took 3 tries that time.
Wasn't bad.
Let's try another one. We'll go ahead for this one. We'll guess. What's a good player to guess? It's like mid height. We'll go with. I want to go with middle age too. Um, We'll go with Michael Thomas. Okay, wide receiver. He wears number 13.
How
That's pretty good.
about um he's
My
in the
brain
AFC.
automatically went to Odell, but no.
Still in mine, but he's number 3.
Yeah.
So AFC number 13 wide receiver.
He's shorter than 6'3". I got a wild shot. Does Gabe Davis wear 13?
I think so.
Okay, okay. So he's older than 24. He's not in the AFC East, but he's in the AFC at least. What if it's Amari Cooper?
Oh, no, he's not number 13.
No, he's not 13.
What about Duvernay?
Devin. Okay, we got the height. He's older than 25. He's not in the AFC North.
So it's AFC. What's
What's Michael Pittman?
I was just gonna say Pittman.
Um, he's not number 13 though, is he?
Is he 11?
I think so. Yeah, he's number 11. That's right. Okay. It can't be Robert Woods.
Oh, is it Keenan Allen?
Oh. No, because he's 30.
What do you mean?
He's younger than 30.
Oh, he's older than Michael Thomas?
I'm pretty sure.
Or wait. What about
What about Mike
Hunter
Williams?
Renfro?
Oh wait, no. Yeah, Hunter Renfro. Good. Wait. Okay, yeah, 5'11". It has to be Hunter Renfro. No.
So he's
Okay,
AFC
AFC South.
Robert Woods? No, he's
He's
old.
definitely older than 30. What about
Christian Kirk?
is he number 13? You got it.
Yeah.
You got it. Good job. Try to get another one. I'll let you pick this one.
Travis Kelce.
Travis Kelce. All right. Not a tight end, but he's in the AFC, and we're close on the height. So it's gotta be a wide receiver of some sort.
Well, don't count out
Younger
line.
younger than 33. Numbers less than 87, which that could be a lot of numbers.
Try just for shifting Googles. Do Wyatt Teller. Oh no, he's 6'6", isn't he?
Yeah. Um he's shorter than 6'5". So it could be a quarterback, I feel like. It's not a tight end.
How about just do Tyreek Hill?
Wide receiver. Okay. Number higher than 10. He's taller than 5'10". So it's gotta be closer to he's gotta be like 6'3"
What
or
about
like 6'4".
this is weird, but what about Donovan Peoples Jones?
It could
Totally
be.
random, but
Okay, so yeah, he's either 6'3" or 6'4". He wears number 11 though. That was clutch.
oh, he's from the South. Michael Pittman.
Yep. All right. We'll do like two more. Um, let's see. Who should we go with? We're gonna go with Nick Chubb.
Nicholas.
Okay, so AFC, He's got to be like 6 foot or 6'1", and he's younger than 27. Probably
And
like 25.
his number is smaller than 24.
Smaller. Um.
Trevor Lawrence.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Smaller than
Shorter than
16.
6'6", older than 23, and it's smaller than 16. But we're closer now.
AFC
Not the
West.
AFC South. Um. What about Cortland Sutton? Ooh. Okay. Okay.
So this one's
So
got to
his number.
be.
His number's 15.
No, it's not. Oh,
Yeah. How it
yeah.
has to be. The number has to be 15.
So
Um.
who's number 15 for either the Chargers or the Raiders or what's Judy 11
Judy's 11.
or
And it
10?
would it would have Denver selected too if we had that team right. So it's
Oh,
not
okay.
Denver. It would be
Who plays for the Raiders? That's 15.
he's six. I feel like he's got to be 6 foot or 6'1".
Who's Oh, wait. What's Mike Williams' number? 5?
Yeah, but I feel like he's really tall. No, he's not 5. Or did he switch his number?
I don't know.
We still have guesses. Might as well. Mike Williams. Okay, plays on the Chargers.
Oh, he's 81.
Yeah. Um. Hmm. He's somewhere between 23 and 27. Mike Williams is actually 28 years old. I didn't realize that. Um,
I feel
but he
bad. I
plays
really
on the Chargers. It's not Keenan Allen. Oh, here we go. Joshua Palmer.
Oh, yeah.
That's got to be it. No?
He's number 5. This
Ah,
is like their fourth string or fourth number 4 receiver.
yeah, this one's hard. Holy shit. Ah, is it literally the dude they re-signed today? There's no way. I might as well guess it. No way. I never would have guessed that if he didn't sign today. Jalen Guyton.
Wow.
I never would have guessed that. All right, we'll play one more.
Jalen
Unless you want to
Hurts.
keep going.
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts. All right, he's 6'1" in the NFC. The number doesn't really help us because there's a lot of
Yeah.
numbers higher than one. He's
Um,
older than 24, seems by quite a bit, so it seems like it's going to be an older guy. 6'1".
how about DeAndre Hopkins?
He's definitely taller than 6'1", I feel like.
Uh,
Hmm. Let's go with it's not the NFC East.
what about Marquise Brown?
East Brown.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
I swear to God, if it's fucking DeAndre Hopkins, I'm gonna be pissed.
Dude, I thought DeAndre Hopkins was way taller than 6'1". What the hell?
I knew I was right.
Damn, you would have got that on your second try. Okay, we have to do one more. Since I Scammed you on that one. You can pick another one for first.
Um, Jalen Waddle.
Jalen Weddle. Wide receiver. Oh, number 17. Oh, I know this one. Devontae Adams. I knew
Too
once I
easy.
saw wide receiver, AFC, and number 17. That's too easy.
Do one round of the hard mode.
The hard mode. All right, let's go ahead and do hard mode. We get 10 guesses on this one. Who should we go with first?
Josh Allen.
All right. Josh Allen, Buffalo.
Buffalo.
All right, that actually is pretty good. So he's a younger guy. He's younger than 26, shorter than 6'5", but plays in the AFC. Not a quarterback, though. And number is higher than 17.
Nicholas Chubb.
Let's see, Nick Chubb. All right. He's actually older than Josh Allen. But you know he's taller than 5'11". Number is higher than 24. Um, Maybe let's throw Travis Kelce in here.
No, he's 6'5".
Oh yeah, that's right. Um, Darren Waller doesn't play the Raiders anymore. Um, could it be? It's not a running back either. Shoot.
What about
Hmm. What about Amari Cooper? No, it's not. Not AFC North. Not AFC North. Um, South. Evan Ingram. Do you think he's 6'5"?
no?
Okay, it's the South. So he's 6'4",
He's a wide receiver.
and he's younger than 26. I feel like he's got to be 25 since these are both yellow at 26 and 27.
Mm-hmm.
So he's 6'4", plays in the AFC South, and he's about 25 years old. And he's got to be a receiver, I feel like. But it might be really hard and be like a defensive player. He doesn't play on Jacksonville either.
So that leaves us
Number
with
is higher than 17 and higher than 24.
Colts, Texans,
Colts, Texans,
and Titans.
Titans, and Jaguars. But it's not Jaguars.
And it's a wide receiver.
Let's try Traylon Burks.
His number's 2.
Oh.
He has to be bigger than 24.
What's the name of their one receiver that they have?
Who?
The Titans. I
There's
feel like it's a Titans player.
Woods,
But he
Burks.
plays on the Texans.
Yeah, true.
Um hmm. So he's 6'4". So he's a pretty tall dude. Michael Pittman was not 6'4".
And he's number 11.
Yeah. Who is a tall receiver? It's not Austin Hooper. He's a tight end. Man, this is rough. Hmm. I'm trying not to cheat so bad. I want to look at the name of the receivers.
Well, who's another option for the Colts other than Pittman? Paris Johnson or
Um,
Paris Campbell? What's his number?
no,
21.
he's on the Giants now.
Yeah, true.
I'm not sure how old he is, but we'll go with the man out of Cincinnati. He's not a receiver either. Oh boy. And he wears 14, of course.
No.
Hmm. Doesn't play for Indianapolis either. So it's either the
True.
Texans or the Titans. It's going to be a defensive player. What if it's Jeffrey Simmons?
Could be.
We'll at least know what team he's on. Jeffrey Simmons. We got it. Let's go.
Wow. That was tough.
Yeah. Do you want to try one more or should we call it a quit?
I'm waving my white flag.
You're waving your white flag? All right. Well, guys, that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this little fun game that we played today. Um, Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to this podcast if you're listening to it on YouTube. And then go check us out on Spotify and Apple Music, wherever you get your podcast. We'll be there as well. But Dylan, you have anything to say?
Are you able to stop sharing your screen?
Stop share.
I gotta get a cute picture for the thumbnail. So smile big. Okay, I think let me double check. Beauty shots.
You got it.
Let me make sure it looks good. And then we
With
can
my
sign off
nice,
here.
my nice AirPods. I gotta get a haircut, man.
Oh, your eyes are fucking closed.
It's better than the one you got. The one you got me was like,
Smile better. Okay. All right, that one's better.
all right.
All right. Yeah, so lastly, before we get out of here,
Sorry you guys had to witness that.
make sure you do everything Brandon said to do. But on top of that, please gamble responsibly. If you have a problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER. Love you guys.
Peace.